Alright guys, we're about to put the finishing touches on this. Gonna get this battery out, see if we can get the new one in there. Do a little bit of fan wiring. I'm gonna just kind of temporarily get something going for now, and then I'm gonna try to do like a real setup later. Get all the legitimate relays and all that. The fuel pressure gauge got to go on there. Fix the headlights. One of the ballasts was dead, and then when we brought it home, the lights kept flashing. I'm guessing one of the times the coolant exploded out of there. It got all over the relay. The wiring harness is down here, close to the coolant. So the minerals in the coolant were shorting this relay out, and it was triggering it. So that's why the lights were flashing. So I got a new relay in there. Like I said, replace the bells so the headlights and the fog lights work. I did the topped off the rear axle. Still got the pan back there to catch whatever residual is going to drip off of there. And then I think I'm going to pull the wheels off and just kind of clean them up before we mount them back up there. And I'm going to have to check. I don't know. These look like they're a little toed out, so I might just kind of do an eyeball alignment. Try to get the toe straightened out so we can roll it. So, get cracking on this thing. Alright guys, my dad's working on that battery tray. He was missing one of the bolts, so he's getting that straightened out. I got the hubs buzzed up. Cleaning the wheels and tires here. It's got my Zymol auto wash. I can't find I don't know if I have any more Eagle 1. They make a really good wet wax spray that I like to use, but I can't find it, so I'm going to use the Meguiar's. But it's got my brush. Using the bleach white. I don't have any Meguiar's wheel cleaner, so gotta stock up on that stuff. But I like to, you know, while the wheel's dry, I'll do the tire first. Then I'll wet it up, brushing the tire off, and then I'll go over it with the, you know, I just got a bucket full of soapy water, and then this was just water, so this is like my rinse bucket. And then I like using these little bug brushes. They work out pretty good for getting in there. So I like doing the outside first, and then saving the, when you're doing the outside, you know, getting into where the lugs are at, do that last, because that's probably like the dirtiest part. And then when you're done doing those lug holes, just really rinse it out good to get any kind of, there might be metal shavings in there. I'm not going to go too crazy with these because I guarantee they're going to get destroyed when we put them on there. You know, those brakes are all rusty, so, but figured I'd clean them up. So I got the outsides done. Next step, I'm going to flip them over. The insides are really dirty, so I like to save those for last because I know that sponge is going to get annihilated with dirt, so I don't want all that dirt on the sponge when I'm doing the outside, just to try to save it from scratching it up. So yeah, flip these over and do the insides, and then when I dry them off, I'll just use this the wet wax, do the final wipe and get a little coat of wax on there. Alright guys, we're getting there. I got the wheels cleaned up. Last thing I'll do is put a little bit of that copper anti-seize on the back of them before they mount up. We're going through the fan stuff right now. Got the batteries almost done, just have to chop these down. But this worked out good. It's in there pretty nice. Before I had no tie down. And this new battery got a little bit of space here too, so that's good. So we're pretty much down to get these fans wired up, bolt up the wheels. Like I said, I got to check the toe setting, and then I don't know, we might throw this gauge on. See how much motivation we have at that point in time. But getting pretty close now. Alright guys, I think we got the fans tidied up here. This is a big mess, but it's just temporary. I'm gonna do a better job later. Just for now, do a little test fire to jump them with this cable here. Alright, so we're good to go with the fans, and we gotta chop these down. Should be ready. Alright guys, it's kind of a big mess, but like I said before, it's just temporary. So basically what I got going on here is the fan controller. This thing gets 12 volts from the battery, okay, coming in where it says bat. So once it gets hot enough to trigger that switch in there, it sends 12 volts to this relay, okay. And I've got like a double connector on here, and it's jumped over to this timed relay. So this is a 10-second time delayed relay. So once it gets hot enough, it fires this switch. The relay clicks on here, it fires this fan on the right hand side, and it also sends 12 volts to this 10-second delay relay. So 10 seconds after this fan starts, this relay engages and you get your other fan to fire. So I just wanted to set it up that way to be a little easier on the electrical system instead of trying to fire both fans at the same time. And like I said, I'm going to come up with a way better way of doing this later, but for now this will be good enough to drive it. This is kind of goofy, but it'll work for now. Alright, got that chopped down. Kind of redid the wiring, forgot to put the charge lead on. That would have been not so good. But yeah, I wiped off the calipers with the Eagle 1 detail spray. So they're looking pretty shiny. And I got my copper on all the wheels, so I'll start bolting these up. Alright guys, so in typical my luck fashion, somehow I'm super towed out. Same thing that happened with the white car. So just kind of doing an eyeball alignment here. So kind of got this side. Looks like that's okay. The other thing I don't think I mentioned is I got offset rack bushings on here, so the bump steer shouldn't be too bad with the drop springs now. So just got to adjust the other side. Alright guys, got it on the ground. We'll fire it up and see if these fans fire up. Idle.
Yeah, you got it upside down.
Yeah, well, I can't really flip it around.
one's on first. Then this one. They're both running.
It turned off. You want to throw that amp clamp on there, hold this. Hi, man. Oh, technically. That's good, it's shutting off. Well, catch it again because I want to see what it draws. I think it's good we got that delay on there.
Oh, hell yeah.
Probably gives it time to recuperate. It's drawing more than four. There you go. 54 with the inrush. And then it pulls another 15 when that other one starts.
Yeah.
Alright guys, well according to the gauge got pretty good oil pressure. Fans are working really good. That delay relay is working out perfect. Sitting here chopping.
Sounds happy.
Yeah.
I'm very happy.
No, it's not banging around or nothing.
Fans are shaking, it's running along.
Probably hasn't run this good in a very long time.
Oh, thank you.
No, and it's idling at like 800.
Yeah.
And it's not.
This is a heavy.
The oil pressure's not dropping when the fan fires like it was.
This is
There you
on
go,
heavy
the other fan
camper,
frame.
I would say. And you got the lights on.
Yeah. amps with both fans and heads and fogs on. We're pulling about 40 amps with the heads and fogs on without the fans.
I never heard it sound that good.
Oh, it does sound really good. You figure we just had the computer knocked down too, so it's
Yeah, probably still learning.
still learning, yeah.